So, after like my 100th take and a failed attempt to upload, this is tips on how to seat yourself properly in your car. Um, so, I'm going to start with one of the biggest things that I see people do, which is a big no no, especially when coming to driving. A lot of people sit very, very far away from the steering wheels. Um, So what they tend to do is they lean to the back and they have the seats far away from the steering wheel, leaving them with the issue of stretching out your leg completely. Thus causes a hazard when you have to come to an emergency brake or when you need to change gears. Your legs are further away from your pedals, causing you to have less control over them. Um, so therefore acting as a potential safety hazard. Same thing regarding your seat laying to the back. Um, when your seat is laying to the back, you have less control over your steering wheel as your arms are straight, causing you to, in an event of an emergency, there's a cow in the road, you need to swerve out of the way from the cow, and now you need to react quick. So when you react, you using your whole body, basically not your whole body, but your traps and your lats and your shoulders to move the wheel. Um, Whereas it would have been quicker if you were in the proper seating position, where you would only use your arms basically to maneuver the car. Uh, the other seating position that's also a big issue is people who sit very, very, very close to the steering wheels. The majority of us will probably know that our mothers maybe drive like that. Um, So sitting too close to your steering wheel is why you see people do this. They sit like this. This again doesn't give you proper range of motion with your arms as they are too close to your body. So in the event of an emergency, you also can't react too quick because of where your arms are, and your knees are sometimes way too close to the dashboard. Uh, Perfect seating position for me would be nice and low, as my seat is currently. Um, Most cars have a manual lever to move the seat, some cars have electric. To move the seat in a position where your foot is flat on the clutch directly to the firewall, moving your seat forward until your leg has a slight kink in it. The kink will allow you to be able to uh, press in your clutch and brake uh, a lot easier than it would be from a further distance and too close of a distance. Also having less stress on your legs over a long distance travel or something like that. Um, with regards to your seating position and your back, bringing your seat to a proper position would be moving it up if you have a manual lever, that your back sits nice and snug in the seat, not too forward, also like I said, not too far back, that you've got a nice straight up posture, giving you proper support, helping you also to use with some cars these nice pads, using them properly then by sitting in the proper position. Then comes to the part of setting up your steering wheel. If your seating position is now properly, your steering wheel needs to be set up properly. Some cars have a nice lever that allows you to move the steering wheel in a joystick form, up or down or forwards or backwards. Um, I like to keep my steering wheel, and most people who do professional racing would probably agree, nice and low, and actually moving them closer to you that your arms have a 90-degree bend in it. This helps for in the event of the cow theory. You need to react quickly. You only use your arms to uh, maneuver around the object or whatever, rather than your whole body to react quickly. Um, Small issues like this that I see people do. I know this is a very, very rough video, but yeah, this is my first take on something. I will get better at this and I'll try and uh, figure out some editing tips and stuff. I'm basically using a tripod and an iPhone for this, but yeah, I'll still get onto tips on how to rev match and heel toe, how to properly set up your mirrors, um, all these small little things that I think can help people with their day-to-day lives. But yeah, what you take of it is up to you, but yeah, it's the small things that I've learned doing track days and even day-to-day driving. I have the seating position, and okay, my back is a bit straight up for this one, but yeah, it helps a lot in the long run. And having, like I said, with your arms 10 past 10 as well, in these little gaps that come in your steering wheel, they're there for a reason. So uh, over long distance time as well, having your arms like this also helps that they don't get as quick tired on a long journey. Where you see some people do this, obviously a lot of your blood flow would be a lot different. Um, and if driving fast, I see people having their hands down here when they're going fast in bends or whatever. It's not the safest idea, as your arms are also not in the right motion. Best place for your hands to always be is 10 past 10, like they teach you in your K53. It's actually the one thing I take off K53. And yeah, safe time in your lockdown or whatever it may be.